morning, everybody. Am I audible? Let me know. Yeah. So, coming to the current affairs, you know, there is a system called as National Judicial Data Grid. You know, India is having a hierarchy of courts, no doubt. They are integrated. That is the importance of Indian judiciary. Indian judiciary is independent. Indian judiciary is integrated. Okay? Yes. Now, what is the meaning of independent? It is free from the external pressures. It is free from the external pressures. That is the meaning of the independent. And what is integrated? See, there is hierarchy of courts in India. Supreme Court, which is the apex court, and High Court, which is the apex court at state level, followed by district court, followed by subdivisional court, followed by High Court, and in few states you are having the Nyaya Panchayats. This is the hierarchy of judiciary in the country. And the integrated means the single law is followed or honored by all courts in the country. That is, if Supreme Court makes a law, then it is honored by all courts in the country. And again, if you lose your case in the lower court, like municipal magistrate court, generally every state is having the municipal magistrate court, which is the lowest court, because all states are not having the Nyaya Panchayats. So Nyaya Panchayats are the courts lower than the municipal magistrate court, but all states have not established the judicial organizations. So if you lose your case in the municipal magistrate court, based on the facts, you can move to the top court, that is subdivisional court, for a appeal. And again, district court, high court, etc. So this is the meaning of the integrated. So actually, what is National Judicial Data Grid? So every judgments pronounced by the judges of the concerned courts, whatever may be the court in India, is kept in a portal, such that, see, suppose if I lost case in the municipal magistrate court, okay, if I want to appeal in the upper court, now it is very easy. We will just cite the case number. Automatically, the case number, the total information with regard to my case is available in the portal. So earlier what happened? We used to wait for a long period until I get a certified copy from the lower court. Okay. So it was also resulting in the delay of the judgment. So now, you know, in India, the courts are filled with the large number of cases. So to see that the cases will be closed or judgment is given at a faster rate, even we have started the concept of e-courts, and National Judicial Data Grid is part and parcel of the e-courts. So CJ of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, has announced that the Supreme Court of India has now joined the National Judicial Data Grid. So along with the lower courts, even the judgments of the Supreme Court are also available in that grid. So it will facilitate the courts to discharge their duties or pronounce their judgments at a faster rate. Earlier, what happened? If you want to provide any information from the lower court to top court when you are going for an appeal, you were forced to take the certified copy, and minimum 15 days of time was required to take a certified copy, and even the petitioner was forced to pay some amount. Now there is no need of nothing. If you just mention the case number, automatically the top court will go through the information, and the way the judgment given by the lower court, Accordingly, they will act. About National Judicial Data Grid is a online platform created under the e-courts project in India. The aim of e-court project is they are nothing but everything in the digital form. And the main aim is to see that the cases are closed at a faster rate, or the plaintiff and defendant problems will be addressed in a fair manner in a short period. It serves as a comprehensive database that contains information about orders, orders of lower court, orders of higher court, and judgments of lower court, judgments of higher court, etc. See, district, subordinate courts, and high courts, and also lower courts. And it is a centrally sponsored scheme. It has been developed by the National Informatic Center. So when you come to the significance, yes, easy access to case-related information just if you input the case number, you will get the you will get the information. And also transparency. Yes, everything will be known to the public. Okay. Now, what is International Organization of Legal Metrology? So, now India has became its member. You know what is meant by metrology? What is meant by metrology? Not meteorological, not meteorological department. What is meant by metrology? What is meant by metrology? Metrology. Metrology is a study of. It is a study of weights and measures. It is a study of weights and measures. And as our Hyderabad is located in Telangana, which person, of Telugu region in, of course, in the medieval period or in the period of Qutub Shahis, wrote a book which dealt with the weights and measures? What is the name of the book? And who wrote that book? What is the name of the book and who wrote book? Yes, yes, Akilasri. Risala Makbaria. It is written by Mir Momin Ashrabardi. Excellent. Mir Momin Ashrabardi. Okay. And you know, Mir Momin Ashrabardi is also the architect of the great city Hyderabad. The great city Hyderabad. Okay. Yes. And Hyderabad city is planned in line with which city? They have taken a city as a model to plan the Hyderabad. What is the name of the city which was taken as the base to plan the Hyderabad? What is the name of the city? Nobody? And which shape? He took which shape to Hyderabad? He considered which shape, which geometrical shape he considered to design the Hyderabad? Yes, it is triangle, but nobody is able to answer the city which he took as a model to plan Hyderabad. Nobody. Excellent, Andy. Because in the coming month, you are going to write the group 2, Telangana group 2, if everything goes right. But nobody is answering. Great, great, yes. After a long period, after Googling or going through the notes, Isfahan city, of course, our Asma Jabin has already revealed that. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Yes, only few people are able to answer. Okay, don't worry. Yes, Isfahan. Okay. So now India has become its member, and India is now authorized to give the certification with regards to weights and measures, and even it will encourage the exporters, or it will facilitate the Indian exporters or companies, foreign companies residing in India to, I mean, to export their commodities by getting the appropriate certificate from the Indian Meteorological Department. Okay. India has achieved the distinction of becoming the 13th country in the world authorized to issue internationally accepted International Organization of Legal Metrology certificate. So automatically, no issue for our, exporters, or even a adjoining country can also take a, certification from the India. Okay. The accomplishment allows domestic manufacturers in India to have their weighing and measuring instruments tested within the country, and they can sell in the foreign country. That is now OML is an intergovernmental organization established in 1955, with India becoming a member in 1956. It has 63 member states and 64 corresponding members. What is benefits? Indigenous manufacturers can export by getting the certificate from the Indian Meteorological Department. India now joins an exclusive group of nations. Just now I told you, 13th country to join this group. Now, recently, Critical Raw Material Act was passed by a supranation. So you have to tell what is meant by supranation. What is meant by supranation? Tell me an example of supranation. Tell me an example of supranation, Mr. Chinaraju and Jagan. Okay. European Union is an example of supranation. So you people, all are civil service aspirants, and even for many people, even international relations topic is over. Okay. Supranation is the best example of supranation is the European Union. So many countries came together, not WTO, European Union. Many countries came together. Even they are having the common currency. Even they are having their own trade concessions. Okay. Yes. So why Critical Raw Material Act they have passed? See, this European Union. You know what is meant by critical raw materials? In the last classes, we have discussed about the rare earths. Among that, lithium now is very important. It is having, it has gained much application in the, semiconductor industry, and even in the manufacture of many electronic goods, and including our electric vehicles. Okay, so now as they are in dire, I'm in need of these rare minerals, especially lithium, and even now they are dependent on the China. 99% of requirement of European Union with regard to lithium or critical raw material or rare earths is fulfilled by the imports from the China. So they have passed the Critical Raw Material Act to see that they will replace China by other, or they will diversify their importing countries. If China says no, then they will face a lot of trouble. So they want to diversify the countries with regard to imports, and even they wanted to develop their own technology to see that they will have that raw material in their own countries. That is the meaning of the act, or the aim of the act. They want to reduce the dependence on China. 99% of their requirement is fulfilled by the China. It is very tough, because not only European Union, any country depending on the foreign country is very tough. See, I will tell you, one example. In the last month, Indian government has banned export of rice other than basmati rice to foreign countries. You can see how the people in America has faced the hardship. Of course, they are having alternatives, like they may take rice from Japan or Thailand, etc. But still, it is very tough. Suppose now Take the example of Russia-Ukraine war. Because of Russia-Ukraine war, there was a shortage of crude oil. The crude oil price shoot up like anything. It went up to $130. And ultimately, we are the sufferers. Why? We are the importers of the crude oil. So generally, no country should rely on more percentage of imports. Now take the example of India. 80% of India's edible oil requirement or India's edible oil, domestic consumption is fulfilled by imports. We are importing 80% of edible oil from Malaysia and Indonesia, that is palm oil, etc. So now we want to encourage that palm trees in India only, because we should not rely on the imports, because they will have lot of headwinds. Okay. Yes. Now, Critical Raw Material Act. The European Parliament has approved the Critical Raw Material Act. The legislation aims to reduce the European Union's reliance on China for critical minerals essential for green technologies like solar power, wind power, technologies like solar panels, windmills, and electric car batteries. In the electric car batteries, lithium is widely used. It will reduce the size of the battery. If the size of the battery increases, what happens? Automatically weight will increase. If weight increases, more power, motor is needed. If more power motor is needed, automatically more consumption. So it will not be viable. So try to remember such kind of things. And EU currently depends on China for 99% of rare earth matter. So the country wanted to diversify the imports and even increasing the processing capacity indigenously. Okay. Yes. Now, what is NAVIC? What is NAVIC? What is NAVIC? Yes, excellent. So it is a indigenous navigation system. The government has made it mandatory for all the 5G phones to use this. Okay. The Indian government has announced its intention to make it mandatory for smartphones to integrate with India's homegrown navigation system, NAVI. Okay. Yes. NAVIC is India's indigenous alternative to GPS and currently has 7 satellites in orbit, with which even with plans to expand to 12 in future. So remember what is NAVIC now. So Delhi government has passed an act to ban the glue pads to kill the rats. Okay, why? The rat will stick to that glue and it will starve for 1 day or 2 day, and later it will die. And even it is very tough to remove that. So the rat is subjected to cruelty. Okay, so Delhi government banned, and even the rat poison which we use to kill the rats is also having lot of adverse impact. Rat poison often used as an alternative to glue pads is also considered inhuman. Why? If we kill the rat by using that poison, then if that rat is consumed by cat, dog, or even snake or mongoose, even they will also die. Even who knows, accidentally the poison may also get mixed with the human food. So, see, last day, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, there was the article in the paper saying that a police person in Bangalore got served a meal which had the dead rat. Suppose if that rat died due to poison, then what happened? All the people who consume that may suffer, abnormal health issues, or who knows, even they may die also. It was in the paper. Okay, yes, newspaper. Rat poison, often used as an alternative to glue pads, is also considered inhuman and poses risk to the ecosystem. Animals that feed on poisoned rats, such as cats, snakes, and birds, can be harmed by the toxins. Now, next is hunger map. The World Food Program has released Hunger Map Live, means global insights and key trends. Live, you will get which country is facing malnutrition, and in which country what percentage people are malnourished. Take the example of India. Our rank uh, is very bad in the hunger index, no doubt in it. In spite, India is the third largest automobile market, and even I think India is the sixth largest economy or fifth largest economy, fifth largest economy, and even in the purchasing parity index also, maybe we are in third rank or fourth rank. In yes, third rank. In spite of that, automatically what is happening, the other side is not good, and even India is also having large number of people who are malnourished. In spite of government initiatives like ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme, and Food Security Program, and even establishing large number of public distribution stores to supply the essential commodity to the poor, and many initiatives will also taken by successive governments, which were of not up to the mark. The outcome is not up to the mark. Hunger Map Live is a real-time monitoring system tracking key indicators of acute hunger, including household food consumption, livelihoods, child nutritional status, mortality, and access to clean water. And even our sustainable development goals also aim to minimize the poverty, in turn, hunger. Okay? Yes. So now, in the recent days, the trend is not good. The malnourishment or the people subjected to starvation is increasing for many reasons. One is COVID, other is the wars, and other is the climate change. See, because of climate change, you are getting the erratic rainfall. That erratic rainfall is causing harm to the agriculture. Yes, the last month in Telangana, hundreds of acres of paddy crop was damaged due to, just erratic rainfall, and even because of hailstorm, etc. The report says that 828 million chronically hungry globally, 193 million experiencing acute hunger in 53 countries. 12 countries account for 33% of the total number of people with insufficient food consumption. And the World Health Organization has fixed a calorific value intake like 2,100 calories, okay, per capita per day. So if any person consumes the food which will give him less calories, then that person is considered to be a person taking less food than the required. Okay? Yes. Insufficient food consumption includes Somalia, Afghanistan, Syrian Arab Republic, Niger, Mali, Haiti, etc. Now, see, hunger-related sustainable development goals are SDG 1, to end poverty in all its forms everywhere. And India, we are having many poverty elevation programs. Even, in the rural areas, you are having Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. As it is guaranteeing the employment, automatically they will get the money to meet their minimum requirements. Okay? Yes. 2, creating world free of hunger by 2030. 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being. And SDG 6, water and sanitation for all. And SDG 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production pattern. Yes. Choice of crops and nutrition is very, very, very important. Now see, as paddy requires more and more water, as we are facing acute shortage of water in many parts of the country, Indian government is encouraging the millets, which can grow at a less amount of rainfall. Millets, and even I think this year we are observing it as the International Year of Millets, yes. Now, India's performance. In the 2021 Sustainable Development Report, India's ranking slipped from 117 to 120 among 193 countries, placing in the serious category of hunger. The problem is the inequalities in India. The problem is lack of transferring from surplus to deficit. It may be for many reasons. And the next thing is our attitude, not encouraging the crop diversification. Okay, not shifting to the crops which can be grown at lesser amount of rainfall. Take the example of paddy. It is said that 1 kg of paddy requires more than 2000 liters of water. And millets, without irrigation, we can grow. Even jawar also, a good millet. Yes. Now, India also faces challenges related to zero hunger, health, well-being, safe drinking. The Global Hunger Index for 2022 ranked India 107 out of 121 countries. Too bad. Lagging behind Nigeria 103 and Pakistan 99. So, our government of India has countered this report and said that your report is not transparent. We are not having that much of hunger. Of course, whatever may be the case, but still, even though if it is 10 ranks good, but still it is bad because Pakistan 99 and then Nigeria 103. See, the reason is grave inequalities in the country. Grave inequalities in the country. Okay? Yes. According to State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World Report 2022, India is home to over 224 million undernourished people. And many programs were initiated by the government of India and also state governments, lot of things, but still the outcome is not appropriate. Okay? Mission Poshan 2, the flagship program dedicated to maternal and child nutrition, National Food Security Act 2013, and again you are having Zero Hunger program, Eat Right India campaign, and food fortification, adding the required nutrients. PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, almost all free of cost, you are giving the rice. Okay? Now, ICRIER, it has released a paper. ICRIER, established in 1981, Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations, is an autonomous, policy-oriented, not-for-profit economic policy think tank. So it has submitted a report. See, international economic relations. It has submitted a report aftermath of India banning the export of wheat and also rice. Okay? We have banned the export of rice and also wheat. But still, the prices have not come down. It has submitted a report saying this, but still, prices have not come down. And even India has increased the export duty on rice and also wheat earlier. Now we have banned totally. Okay? And even India has reduced import duty on wheat such that we can import the wheat. But still, see, in the last 6 months, the prices of agricultural commodities, especially wheat and tuar dal, that is tuar. Now, it is not a season for tuar. The harvesting season for tuar will be December. Now, say, since last 2 months, that is June, July, August. Within 3 months, the price has increased by more than 20%. The same case with the wheat also. Tuar dal prices has increased because we were not having the last year stock. And the second thing is the sowing area for the coming season. So tuar sowing will be done. Tuar, that is red gram, is a kharif crop. Red gram is a kharif crop. And kharif crop sowing will be done in the month of last week of May or June. And very hardly it can be extended to first 10 days of the July, not by the end of July. So what happened? Because of lack of rainfall in many red gram growing areas, like Kalaburgi in Karnataka, which is having the GI tag for this red gram, and even my hometown Tandur also, the sowing has reduced drastically. So automatically a psychology, develops among the traders. What they did, they started hoarding their stocks. Automatically, the dal price has increased. Okay? Yes. So the main reason for this is the government is not having the foresight. In spite last year they have increased the minimum support price for the red gram, but still it has not encouraged the farmers. Okay, though we are importing the red gram from the Burma and also Tanzania, Kenya, Australia, where the soil is like the India only, but still not that grains will have the same taste and nutritional value like like our Indian grains. Okay, whatever may be the case. So it said that it has submitted a report because it is a think tank. It said that you should take various steps, which may be short term and also medium term and also long term. Long term is also needed. You should have a command on the sowing area. You should encourage the farmers such that their production should meet our domestic requirement. Okay, so this can be done by increasing the minimum support price. This can be done by banning the exports. Even this can be done by reducing the import duties. And even, you know, most of the food grains are subjected to damage because of lack of storage facility. It is one of the problem. Even it should be addressed. And as far as long term is concerned, we have to switch over to the crops which can withstand the impact of climate change. Especially we have to, and which can withstand the drought conditions, even which can withstand the erratic rainfall. So that is a study, of course, which we have commonly discussed in our Indian geography classes. And what is the scientific name of red gram? Yes, even El Nino is climate change. Yes, El Nino is having a lot of impact on the crop season. What is the scientific name of red gram? Yes, cousin is cousin. So nowadays you are getting scientific names time and again in the examination. Is rest see tackling food inflation, is restricting export and imposing stocking limits the optimal policy? Yes. So they said that in spite of banning the export, the inflation in the wheat and the rice has not come down. And even the government has imposed the stocking limits. What is that? See, if I am a trader of wheat, what is the meaning of a trader? I will purchase the goods from the farmers and I will disperse to the some other place where it is needed. Now take the example of Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is known for the wheat, very popular wheat varieties. Tell me three popular wheat varieties which we have discussed in the Indian geography class. Three popular wheat varieties. Maldandi is not wheat variety. Maldandi is a white jawar variety, Madhuriji. Maldandi is a white jawar variety, and it is an excellent quality jawar. Yeah, yes. Now, Bansi, Sherbati, Mother India, are the wheat varieties. So see now we will get that wheat as we are in Hyderabad. We will get that wheat from the MP. So a trader will be there who will procure this wheat from the markets of MP, and he will export to Hyderabad or any area. So even the stocking limits for the traders have been reduced. Suppose earlier it is 1,000 quintals. Now it is reduced to, say, for understanding purpose, 500 quintals. So if a trader is having 1,000 quintal now, if his stock limit has reduced, automatically he is forced to sell the 500 quintals in the market. So market will have the good supply. Again, suppose you are having the millers. Who are millers? Like the person who will convert the wheat into flour, Ashirvad atta, Annapurna atta, and you cannot put any sort of restrictions on them. They will pile thousands of quintals because they will manufacture thousands of quintals of atta daily. Wherever you go, you will purchase Annapurna atta, Ashirvad atta, etc. And it is very tough. Tough to impose any limit on them. Already, they might have stocked hundreds and thousands of quintals. Yes, but still, such kind of system is needed, but it will not work well. It will not work up to the mark. A long-term strategy is needed. What it is revealed by this paper ICRIER. That's all. Now, what it said, short term, time frame policy recommendations given by that organization. Efficiently calibrate trade policy instead of protectionism. You have to calibrate, not protectionism. What is the meaning of protectionism? To protect our indigenous industry or indigenous farmer. That is the meaning of the protectionism. You have to calibrate which item you have to export, which item you have to import. Now take the example of tomatoes. Just 2.5 months ago, it was 300 rupees. Now it is 10 rupees. Yes. Onion, 2.5 months ago, 8 kgs for 100 rupees. Now only 3 kgs. In future, only 2 kgs. See, consumer is not happy, farmer is not happy. So because of lack of some policy. And the second thing is, it is very tough to handle the perishable goods. All these are perishable goods, tomatoes, onion, etc. You cannot stock onion for a long period. And if you go to Shirdi, they are having the unique technique how they will store the onion for a long period. They will construct small shelves with the help of the bamboo sticks. Time frame policy recommendation: efficiently calibrate trade policy. So instead of protectionism, reduce import duties such that we can import easily, and ensure minimum support price which is lucrative for the farmers. Now when you come to the short term, storages, cold storages should be established. Expand cold storage infrastructure, okay, and encourage the farmers produce organizations financially, technically. Automatically they will involve in construction of such thing, and encourage the food processing. Take the example of tomato pickle, tomato ketchup. Convert tomatoes into ketchup and pickle when there is surplus production. The same thing can be used as a food. It will increase our food security. Now, medium term, reform marketing and trade policies to benefit both consumers and farmers. Boost the processing sector, especially for fresh produce. Use schemes like Operation Greens to support FPOs and processing facilities. And long-term R&D is needed, like what it was done by our great hero, MS Swaminathan. R&D is needed, and switch over to the other crops is also needed. Okay? Yes. These sort of things will be useful to address the questions in the mains. Even in the last mains, many questions were practical. Okay? Now, see, everybody is talking about the new parliament building, but I will talk about the old parliament building. Now, who has inaugurated the old Parliament building? That is very important. Who has inaugurated the old Parliament building? Because definitely you will get questions in such manner. UPSC people know that you will study about the new Parliament building. Anybody from online? Of course, nobody. Because you are concerned about the new Parliament building. Definitely, you will not study about the no ideas, sir. Yes, excellent. And even they have considered a temple plan and elevation for the Parliament, old Parliament. What is the name of the temple? No idea. Yes, I will give you the idea, don't worry. Parliament proceedings now automatically started in our new Parliament building. And you know, Indian Parliament is bicameral, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is the upper house, Lok Sabha is the lower house, and even we have discussed which person has named upper house as Rajya Sabha and lower house as Lok Sabha. Which person has named upper house? Yes, Chausat Yogiri Temple, Akilasri, Varsha, exactly correct. Which person has named upper house as Rajya Sabha and lower house as Lok Sabha? Excellent. So Ganesh Vasdev Mavlankar, he is the first speaker of the Lok Sabha. Okay? Yes. The foundation stone was laid on February 12th, 1921 by the Duke of Connaught. It is a title given to the UK Prince Arthur. It is a title. It is not the name. Okay? Try to remember this. The foundation stone was laid on February 12th, 1921 by the Duke of Connaught. And architect, as known name, Sir Edwin Lutyens and Sir Herbert Baker. Because New Delhi was also planned by Sir Edwin Lutyens. Okay? Yes. And you know in which year Delhi was made as capital from Sikkim, from Calcutta? In which year Delhi was made as capital? Yes, 1911. Delhi Darbar. Okay? Yes. Architect Sir Edwin Lutyens and Sir Herbert Baker incorporated Indian motifs and styles into the building's design. Inauguration. The building was inaugurated on January 18th, 1927 by Lord Irwin. Everybody know about the Lord Irwin because he is famous for his Gandhi Irwin Pact. Gandhi Irwin Pact. And what is the name? What is the nickname of Lord Irwin? What is the nickname of Lord Irwin? What is the nickname of Lord Irwin? Yes, offline students had it. He is nicknamed as Christian Viceroy. Christian Viceroy. Okay? Yes. So, as you know about the Irwin, it is very easy to remember. And because of Gandhi Irwin Pact, which famous moment of Gandhi ended? Because of Gandhi Irwin Pact, which famous moment of Gandhi ended? Yes, of course, civil disobedient movement ended. Yes, CDM, excellent. Yes. Now, remember, please remember, the building was inaugurated on January 18, 1927 by Lord Irwin, the Viceroy of India at the time. It initially housed the Imperial Legislative Council. Yes. Now, in India, when Imperial Legislative Council was established, when Imperial Legislative Council was established in India, because all our civil service aspirants and within 1 month, TSPSC students are going to write the Group 2 examination. Yes, excellent, Varsha, and also our Chinaraju. 1861, by which act, based on the provisions of which act, this council was established? Based on the provisions of which act, this Imperial Legislative Council was established? Yes, yes, yes. Charter Act of 1853. Is it Charter Act? Yes. It is Charter Act, last Charter Act. Yes. Charter Act of 1853. Try to remember the things in this manner. Okay? Yes. It is how to recollect the subject and link. Then only you can remember the facts. These are all facts. Okay? Yes. Excellent. Now, the Constituent Assembly of India took control after independence and it became the Parliament of India in 1950, no doubt. And even it also hosted a federal court for few years. And by the provisions of which act, federal court was established? By the provisions of which act, federal court was established? By the provisions of which act? It is not by 1858 Achilles Rigaru. It is by 1853 Act. Yes, federal court was established based on the provisions of the Government of India Act of 1935. Okay, excellent. Now, and even it served the Supreme Court of Independence India for 10 years. It served as the Supreme Court's location for 10 years before the court moved to its own building. Yes, when you come to the architectural aspects, it is a blend of Western and Indian, unlike in the Islamic era. In the Islamic era, the architecture is called as Indo-Saracenic or Hindu-Islam or Indo-Islam. Okay? Yes. It is the blend of Western and Indian. It okay? Now, it was inspired by the Ekator, Ekatarso Mahadeva temple, Chausad Yogini temple in Madhya Pradesh. This is very important. You may get the question related to this. Yes. You can see circular shape. Our whole parliament building is circular shape. Whereas the present parliament building is not in the circular shape. Okay? Yes. Chausad Yogini temple. The Chausad Yogini temple, mutually also known as Ekatarso Mahadeva temple, is an 11th century temple in Morena district in the Indian state of MP, built during Kachapa Gata reign. It is one of the well-preserved Yogini temple in India. The temple is found by a circular wall with 65 chambers. In each chamber, one yogini used to reside. Apparently, for 64 yoginis and the goddess Devi, and an open mandapa in the center of a circular courtyard sacred to Shiva. Try to remember this. And it was constructed by King Devapala, not the Devapala of Pala dynasty. Don't get confused. Kachapagata King Devapala 1055 to 1075. It is said that the temple was the venue of providing education in astrology and mathematics based on the transit of the sun. The Archaeological Survey of India has declared the temple an ancient and historical monument under Act number. Yes. Okay, that is sufficient. Now, the perimeter of the building is circular with 144 columns on the outside. The building is surrounded by large gardens. Yes. Now, which day we have observed as the World Ozone Day? Yes, excellent. Chausat Yogini Temple was asked in 2021 UPSC prelims. Excellent recollection. That is how the UPSC will question. Okay. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change celebrated the 29th World Ozone Day, commemorating the signing of Montreal Protocol in 1987. The theme for World Ozone Day is 2020 is Montreal Protocol, fixing the ozone layer and reducing climate change. You know, ozone layer is situated in which strata of the atmosphere? In which strata of the atmosphere? Ozone layer, yes, stratosphere. Remember that if ozone layer depletes, what happens? Ultraviolet rays will reach us. Automatically, you will face many adverse consequences. Now, London's India Club was permanently closed, where our national leaders or Indians used to reside there before independence, and even after independence also, it is having a lot of history. It has been closed permanently. London's India Club, a historical establishment that served as a meeting place for Indians in the UK during the independence movement, got permanently closed. The club located in the Strand Continental Hotel, try to remember this. And it was founded in 1951 by the India League. Maybe this year is wrong. Please check it. Okay? Yes. What is Shreya scheme? What is Shreya scheme? What is Shreya scheme? It is a government. It is a central government scheme. Shreya scheme. Yeah, it is upliftment for the ACs and the OBCs. No. Of course, there are a number of schemes. It is very tough to remember all the schemes. That is the problem with the India, not India, our government programs. The Shreya scheme consists of 4 central sector sub-schemes. That is for the empowering students from ACs and other backward classes in India since 1415. Free coaching for ACs and OBCs, top class education for ACs, national overseas scheme for ACs means if any person is interested to do their masters outside the country, they will be given the financial assistance. Okay? Just remember Shreya scheme. Now, Kisan Rin portal. The Indian government has launched the Kisan Rin portal as part of Kisan credit card. It is nothing but the aim of this platform is to serve the needs of farmers through the electronic mode with regard to weather, etc. And even the Kisan Rin digital platform will offer a comprehensive view of farmer data, scheme utilization, because there are many schemes started by the government, whether they are using that schemes or not, loan disbursements, and also interest subvention claims. What is the meaning of interest subvention? We have discussed in our routine economic classes. What is meant by interest subvention? Interest subvention means suppose a farmer has taken loan from the banks at the rate of 11%. if he has paid if he has paid correctly or to support the farmers, government will pay the 3% of interest. That is the meaning of subvention. The remaining 7% or 8% will be borne by the farmer. That is the meaning of the interest subvention scheme. Of course, nowadays even few governments are waiving the loan also. Recently, Telangana government has waived loan up to 1 lakh rupees. Earlier 99,000, now up to 1 lakh rupees. Okay? Yes. About weather information network data system. Okay, this is a portal where farmer will be given the advice with regard to the weather forecast. That is with regard to monsoons or impact of El Nino on the monsoons, etc. So if it is known to the farmer, what they can do, they can take the informed decisions. Instead of going for paddy, which needs a large amount of water, they may switch over to the other concept, other food grain like millets. So this question, these sort of things are important. In the last examination, UPSC main, that is this year's, they asked the question with regard to importance of e-technology for the farmers. So if you know all these kind of things, you can write or address the question in the examination. Now, there is a new technology or new concept called as the sponge city. Of course, long back in the current affairs. Okay. Somebody is saying that they are waiving off our exams also. Akhilasri, yeah, maybe. Okay, we are helpless and I am helpless. Even it seems that God is also helpless with regard to TSPSC. Years together, aspirants are remaining as aspirants only. Okay, it is very sad, bad, but I am in no position to help. Just I can take classes, that's all. Okay, yes, no issue. Now, what is the concept of sponge city? You know, time and again, even in the last class also, last disaster management class, not in the current affairs, in the disaster management class, we have discussed that Amit Shah said that we are going to fund the urban cities like Hyderabad, Bangalore, etc., to combat the urban floods. So even this year also, even last year also, urban cities, especially Bangalore, Hyderabad, were subjected to flooding. It is because of erratic rainfall. It is because of climate change, and the man-made cause is our man-made cause is because of converting the cities into concrete jungles. There is no place for the water to percolate into the subsurface. So when you come to this sponge city concept, here you will construct underground water tanks to store the water. Next thing, every apartment will have the rooftop gardens such that the gardens will absorb water. And water collection technique or rooftop water collection facility such that they can store the water to some extent. Okay, and even percolation pits or soaking pits. Okay, all these will reduce the runoff on the main roads, so we can minimize the floods. And the other thing we have to do is we have to lay separate storm drains. Now what is happening? Our normal drainage and rainwater is flowing through the same drain, so automatically it is not having the capacity. Already the population is increasing multifold. Okay, yes. So try to remember this concept. Bengaluru faces recurrent flash floods. You know what is the meaning of flash flood? Within a small period of time, if there occurs heavy rainfall, automatically it will result in the flash floods. And breach of dam in Chennai also resulted in the flash floods. Due to erratic rains driven by climatic change, experts suggest applying sponge city concept, which was successfully implemented in cities like Munich, Beijing, Tokyo, and Pittsburgh. What is sponge city? retaining and managing water, yes, and permeable pavements. Now the concrete jungles, concrete pavement, they cannot percolate the water. Permeable water should enter into the subsurface. That is the meaning of the permeable pavements. Okay, and rooftop gardens, which I have discussed now. Yes. 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award. It was given to which popular personality? Excellent, Madhuri. Wahida Rahman. Yes. So Wahida Rahman will receive the 53rd Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award for 2021. It will be presented at the 69th National Films Award ceremony, and it is the highest cinema honor. Okay, at the National Films Award ceremony, it was established in 1969. Remember all these things, and was first awarded to actress Devika Rani. This is also very important. Nowadays, they are going back. Devika Rani. This award commemorates Dada Saheb Phalke, the director of India's inaugural full-length feature film, Raja Harishchandra. Full-length. In 1913. Okay? And Wahida Rahman, and she is a excellent actress. And earlier also she got a lot of national awards. And prominent films include Pyasa, Kagze Phool, and Guide. Now, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has urged consumers and food vendors not to wrap your idli, vada, doshas in the newspaper, because the ink contains lot of chemicals. The newsprint contains lot of chemicals. Automatically, they will be transferred to the foodstuffs, and it is consumed by the human beings. It is not good for your health. It is a warning given by the. Nowadays, see, even in the cartoons also, they may release some harmful items, who knows. But because of our busy schedule, our 24/7 work, nobody is interested to cook food in their homes. They want Ram ki bandi, Sita ki bandi. Okay? Yes. The, the, food, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has urged consumers and food vendors to stop using newspapers for packing. Okay? Because it will contain the chemicals. Okay? Which may cause harm to the mankind. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India established 2008. Remember establishment year. Headquartered New Delhi, is an autonomous statutory body under the Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. Remember this. Established under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Now, RODTEP scheme. It is a scheme to reimburse the export duty for the exporters who have sold the Indian goods. Even in the examination, in the UPSC examination, they have asked what steps were taken by the government to boost the manufacturing sector. It is one step. Yes, you go through the papers. They are practical, but the problem is you have to write more number of questions. The Indian government has announced the extension of export benefits under the scheme for remission of duties and taxes on exported products for an additional year until June 2024. Why? To encourage the exporters such that they can compete in the international market, because they can sell them at a lesser price. Automatically, they can compete in the international market. Then even we will earn the foreign exchange. Automatically, our manufacturing sector will get the boost, and automatically employment opportunities will increase, and even more and more value will be added to the raw materials. Huge demand for raw materials will be created. If they are food grains, farmer will get the better price. Okay? Yes. Now, social bonds. Of course, nowadays, leave the social bonds. Family bonds are also getting infected. Family bonds. Okay? Yes. TK, just for fun. You know, NABARD has successfully raised 1040.50 crore through a 5-year social bond. Okay? You know, the aim of NABARD is to develop the agriculture. It is a refinancing agency, and also nowadays it is also concentrating on the rural infrastructure, including the electricity, sorry, including the power supply. Even it is also financing to the small thermal plants or hydel plants, etc. Okay. NABARD is established on the recommendations of which committee? NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, is established on the recommendations of which committee? Yes, Shivarama Krishnan Committee, with the aim of boosting the rural sector. No doubt in it. It has worked to optimum level, and it is a it is a refinancing agency. Yes, it is a refinancing agency. So, what is the aim of these social bonds? They will extend finance to the organizations who are involved in creating the social infrastructure like L&T, laying the roads, bridges, etc. Okay, and also green energy, or the companies who are taking measures to conserve the ecosystem or ecology. Okay, yes. Now, the social bonds issued by NABARD have received AAA ratings from CRISIL and ICRA. They are the rating agencies. CRISIL, ICRA, UNICRA. They are the indigenous rating agencies, and even at international level also, you are having rating agencies like Moody's, Fitch, S&P, Standard & Poor, etc. Yes. Okay. What matter is dealt by Breakthrough Agenda Report 2033? What is the mandate of this report? That is sufficient. Breakthrough Agenda Report 2023. What is the mandate of this report? Anybody? Yes, only one, Akhilasri. Clean energy. How far the countries are taking steps to switch over to the clean energy? That's all. You make a short notes. The Breakthrough Agenda Report 2023 is an annual collaboration between the International Energy Agency, the International Renewable Energy Agency, and the UN Climate Change High-Level Champions. It focuses on strengthening international cooperation to accelerate the reduction of global greenhouse gases, that is, to replace fossil fuels by the clean energy. And even it said that the change is not up to the mark. The switching over of the countries from fossil fuel to clean energy is not up to the mark. But as far as India is concerned, we are placed in a better position, no doubt in it. And even it is encouraging electric vehicles. It notes that electric passenger cars are expected to represent 18% of total car sales in 2023. No doubt in it. Everybody is switching over to the electrical vehicles. Suppose a person wanted to purchase new car, they are going to electric vehicles. Okay? Yes. What is PET 46? Why PET 46 is in news? What is PET 46? Okay, no issue. So it is an enzyme found on the deep sea, which may be helpful for breakdown of plastics, because nowadays ocean sea is full of the plastics. Okay, yes. Now we will use PET bottles daily. You know PET bottles, but these PET bottles which we use, most of them are recyclable. That is very important. And even in some countries, they will manufacture a gas or some sort of energy from that PET bottles. And most of them are recyclable. Their harm is very less. But this PET 46, it is an enzyme which will help in degradation of the plastics. Okay? Yes. A recent study involving scientists from Kiel University, Germany, has discovered a deep sea enzyme, PET46, capable of continuously breaking down PET plastic commonly found in plastic bottles. It has unique properties such as what ability to, ability to degrade long chain and short chain PET molecules, making it valuable for biotechnology applications. This research is part of the PlastiC project and sheds light on the potential for plastic waste degradation in the sea and on land. So, by using these enzymes, we can convert the plastic. What is PET plastic? Remember the full form. 3 years or 4 years ago, a question came from this PET in the UPSC. Yes, you see the old papers. PET plastic or polyethylene terephthalate. At least remember the full form. Polyethylene terephthalate is a common type of plastic used to make bottles, your soft drink, etc., jersey, everything in the PET bottles only. Even your sauce, jams, etc. Because it is recyclable and it can be stacked very easily, unlike the glass bottles, because glass bottles will break away. Even if you throw this bottle, I'm Cretan also, nothing will happen. Okay? Yes. So balsams in Munnar, a popular tourist destination in India, balsams are currently in full bloom, providing a delightful visual spectacle. So this is unique to the Munnar region. Balsams are sometimes referred to as touch-me-not due to their tendency to burst and distribute mature seeds upon touch. If you touch, and they will leave some pollen grains or something like that one. What is esports? What is esports? Esports. ES? Esports, sorry. Esports. What is esports? Extremely sorry. What is esports? You know, playing game in the cell phone, playing game in the personal computer. So even in the Asian Games, they have initiated that. Esports in Asian Games, Hangzhou. Esports officially debuted as an official event at the Asian Games 2023 in Hangzhou, China, featuring 7 top titles, including League of Legends and involving teams from over 30 countries. So if our students become participants, definitely they will get the first gold medal, especially most of our students. Okay. Now Kaimur Wildlife Sanctuary. In which state it is located? Kaimur Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which state? Yes, Bihar. Bihar. Bihar is getting its second tiger reserve in Kaimur. Okay, remember that. At least you remember and the first one. The need for a second reserve arose as the Valmiki Tiger Reserve, Bihar's first tiger reserve, reached its capacity to manage tigers. And even our tiger population has doubled. And even we got a award, T-Cross. What do you say? Which tiger reserve in India got that award? We have discussed several times in the class. Which tiger reserve in India got the award? T cross or T double or what you say? Yes, excellent. Offline student answered. SS Satyamangalam. Excellent. Yeah, this is the map. Bodh Gaya, Nalanda, Vikramasila. Okay? Yeah. Who is the founder of Nalanda University? Who is the founder of Nalanda University? Yes, Kumara Gupta. And founder of Vikramasila University? Founder of Vikramasila University. Next question, founder of Vikramasila University. Yes, Dharmapala. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, who are Oduvars? Who are Oduvars? Okay. See, they are the singers in the temple. The government of Tamil Nadu appointed 15 Oduvars to government-controlled Hindu temples, including 5 women Oduvars, a milestone in the journey for equality. Uduvars sing devotional hymns in Tamil Nadu's Hindu temples, but are not priests. They are in the service of Lord Shiva by singing his praise from Tirumurai in Shaivettam. What is Tirumurai? Tirumurai is the holy book of Nayanars. Tirumurai. And what is the holy book of Alvars? These Nayanars are the followers of Saivism. Alvars are the followers of Vishnu. Which is the holy book of Alvars? Excellent, excellent, Varsha. Divya Prabandham. We have discussed several times in our routine classes, not once or twice. Maybe 6 or 7 times also for a few people. Yes, Divya Prabandham. And who is the first woman Alvar? Who is the first Alvar? Who is the first Alvar? Yes, Andal. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes, yes, yes. Now, even in the recent days, Tamil Nadu government also appointed 3 women priests also. 3 women priests. Okay? Of course, in Telangana, in many temples, there will be women priests, especially in the village deities, what we call Ellamma, Pochamma, there will be women deities. Okay. And Tirumarai is a 12-volume compendium of songs or hymns in praise of Shiva in the Tamil language from 6th to 11th century by various poets. Yes, it is a compendium of 12 volumes. Yes, all these. Periya Puranam, 12th century by Secular. And finally, who composed these 12 volumes into a single book? Which priest is responsible for compiling all these into a single volume? Anybody? And that priest is in the court of which popular king of Tamil Nadu? Please check it. It is Nambiar, Nambiar, who was in the court of Rajaraja Chola. Please check it. Nambiar in the court of Rajaraja Chola. Okay, you are having. Rajaraja Chola is accomplished and created with the great temple, Brideshwara temple. Okay, please check it. Nambiar, who was in the court of Rajaraja Chola. Okay, yes. Now, World Coffee Conference. See, this conference was for the first time held in India at Bangalore. The fifth World Coffee Conference was held in Bengaluru and organized by the International Coffee Organization. And you know, Karnataka is the largest producer of coffee in India. Though India's contribution is very less, but India's coffee is having great demand in the Western because of its taste. And two varieties of coffee are grown: coffee robusta, coffee arabica, and even coffee board is also at Bengaluru. And coffee requires high temperature and also rainfall, and even it is grown under the shades, under the shades of rubber trees. Okay, and what they discussed in this conference, they have discussed about the regenerative agriculture. So they want to see what is the meaning of regenerative. No question of exploitation. You should not exploit the things. You should increase the capacity of the soil. That is the meaning of regenerative. Okay? Yes. And even we have to maintain biodiversity. International Coffee Organization was established in 1963 under the UN headquarters London. Nowadays they are also asking the headquarters. Remember. And all other things with regard to coffee we have discussed in our routine classes. Yes, climate hot and humid, rainfall, and it should be coffee is grown under the shade. Karnataka is the highest producer, followed by Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh Araku coffee is also having the GI tag. Araku coffee we have discussed in our routine classes. Remember, Arabica and Robusta are the varieties grown in India. Tell me why Geeta Mitchell Committee was constituted. What is the mandate of the Geeta Mitchell Committee? Excellent, Akhilashri. Excellent, excellent. Only one girl is answering. It was constituted to study about rehabilitation package for the victims of the Manipur violence, including the construction of temples. Okay? Justice Geeta Mitchell Committee was established by the Supreme Court to monitor relief and rehabilitation efforts in Manipur. Okay? So this is how you people are studying. Only if you are able to answer. Shamala and Vijaya and Akhilashri. Okay, that's all. See, these are all current affairs. Of course, beyond this, there are n number of issues. Of course, within the available time, I cannot cover all. But still, we are making our efforts to do the same. Unified registration portal for Govardhan. Okay, see, by using the cow dung, we are manufacturing the, of course, biogas. And biogas is having the residue. After getting the gas, you will have the residue that can be used as the manure, which is the organic manure. So government is maintaining the portal to assess where the manure is available, who is the purchaser, who want it. It is a facilitation for the seller and the buyer. That is the meaning of the unified registration portal for Govardhan. So it is a steps taken by the government to see that organic farming will be encouraged, and even the gas can be used for many other purposes. So, you know, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, it forces the organizations which are taking the money from the foreign countries to submit their assets and liabilities to check whether they are getting the funds in a fraudulent manner, whether to encourage terrorism or any act of money laundering is undertaken or not. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for your kind patience. That's all for today. Meet for this class next week. Thank you once again.